What it automatic teller machine?
I actually don't know what ATM stands for.
It is. I think it's automated teller machine.
Automated?
Something like that. ATMs are,
Acronyms we don't know. 800-990-3776.
Next week, Tuesday, instead of next Tuesday.
So that's actually an interesting one. It's this Saturday, right? Sometimes I'll say next Saturday because next Saturday is this coming Saturday. It's the next Saturday in line.
That is confusing, actually.
This upcoming Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday. If you say next Saturday, say, oh, wait, you mean, so the next Saturday? So the Saturday leading up to Labor Day? Or, excuse me, Memorial Day?
But the next Saturday is actually on Saturday.
If I were to say to you guys, hey, let's hang out next Saturday, what would you think? You think I'm talking about
think
4
next
days
Saturday.
away? Or like...
I just said I would think next Saturday. I would think not this coming Saturday, but the Saturday after.
Yeah, I probably would agree. But technically, the next Saturday is the next Saturday 4 days away. It's very, very wise.
I know, very wise I am. And hopefully very wise the Green Bay Packers will be by trying to expedite Jordan Love to a contract before the QB market continues to drive itself up and up and up and up. We put up a poll yesterday on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Alex Strofe did a great job doing that. Asking KBN Nation, right? Do you think Jordan Love should get more than Goff or less than Goff? What was that? Did I hear something?
I don't know what that was.
Definitely
it sounded like a growl.
I definitely heard somebody clear the throat.
Did you play something on accident or on purpose?
No, that was me. I just didn't turn my mic off.
Oh, so you were grunting? What were you grunting about?
I was clearing my throat.
Oh, I thought you were mad about
I need
something.
to do that?
No, it was so far away from the microphone. But on Twitter at KBN ESPN, it was interesting to see the results because this was shocking to me because the state of Green Bay is bullish about Jordan Love, right? If you ask 9 out of 10 people, I'd say 9 believe in Jordan Love, and you're going to find one that thinks, well, I didn't see enough. I saw an 8-game sample size. I still have my worries, and they're going to make up something about his long, deep pass accuracy, the consistency, this, that, or the other thing. But 9 out of 10, is that fair in my assumption? Are you guys with me on like the bullishness of Jordan Love?
I would say maybe 9 out of 10 is too much. Maybe 8 out of 10, but
Sure.
the 2 don't think he's a scrub. I think the 2 are just, I'd like to see more. I'd like to see him accomplish more. Now, the Packers have structured this all that they don't have that luxury. They have to make this decision in due time.
Well, I guess being bullish on him and paying money is different things because with Lions paying Goff $53 million a year, do you think the Packers should pay Jordan Love more? 45% said that he should get more than $53 million annually. No, that's too much money was the majority. So I genuinely, whether you are bullish on Jordan Love or not, if you're part of that 55% that thinks that's too much money, I want to know why. Is it because you don't believe in his potential? You don't believe the performance over 8 games was enough? You think that's too much money in general to pay a quarterback because you want to build other areas of your roster? I genuinely don't know why people don't want to extend him for what would be a little bit more than what Jared Goff is getting, which could end up being less than what others after him could be signing for, the Dak Prescotts, the Trevor Lawrences, the Tua Tagovailoas. So tell me why. 800-990-3776, 800-990-ESPN. Why do you not want to pay Jordan Love more than Jared Goff?
No, yeah, I don't understand why anybody wouldn't want to pay Jordan Love more than Jared Goff, because I'm going to tell you this right now. Those who don't know, Jared Goff didn't just get paid because he's this good quarterback. Jared Goff got paid because Jordan Love is in the NFC North. Caleb Williams, though, he was the first overall pick. He has potential to be a good quarterback. He's in the NFC North. A high investment was made in J.J. McCarthy with the Minnesota Vikings. He is coming to the NFC North. The Detroit Lions understand stability and consistency is the best thing that they have, and they have this window of opportunity where the Green Bay Packers are coming. What did Deion Sanders say? We coming? The Green Bay Packers are absolutely coming, and they recognize that. And the best way to allow them to compete and capitalize on this window of opportunity that they have is to have consistency at the quarterback position. The enemy you know is better than the enemy that you don't know. And in this case, Jared Goff is the guy that they know, and they want to stick with him. But you should be paying Jordan Love simply because of the fact that the Lions had to fork over all this money because they understand how talented Jordan Love is, and to give
So
them
you're
an
saying
actual
Goff
shot
got $53 million because
to
of
get-
Jordan Love?
because they know that this is not the moment.
That-
this is not the time to
That's
swing.
disrespectful
No,
to
it's
Jared
not
Goff,
disrespectful to Jared Goff.
who I think you're undervaluing what he's been able to do.
I'm not undervaluing Jared Goff, but what I'm saying is that they know Jared Goff in a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, but he's being paid as if he's the second best quarterback in the NFL. He's being paid because he's consistent and he gives them an opportunity to potentially win a championship. And they understand that this division is only getting better at the quarterback position, and having somebody at that QB position is something that is highly valuable. So though Jared Goff may not be a superstar like Love, may not have the superstar potential like a Caleb Williams, Jared Goff lets them be competitive, and that's what matters, is that you can compete and win championships, especially in a division that may 2 years from now be the best division in football when you come to quarterback play.
Yeah, Kyle, you're right with a couple things, because there's two truths when it comes to the NFL, particularly with quarterbacks. If you don't have a franchise quarterback, you keep swinging until your arms fall off until you find a franchise quarterback. That's why 6 quarterbacks were taken in the first 12 picks of this last year's NFL draft, because if you don't have one, you just keep on searching and keep on swinging until you actually find one. Then when you do have one, you keep him there for as long as you can, for as long as he can help you win. And then the other truth is you have to pay him like he's a franchise quarterback. There's nothing you might not like how the economics of the NFL is. However, this is how it works. Because of an increasing salary cap every year, quarterbacks are going to keep leapfrogging one another to be paid more and more and more because they're more and more valuable. So this is just how it goes.
800-990-3776. Daniel chimes in. Do I think he's worth that much? No. But this is what it is, and that's what the market is showing these days. I still want to know why you don't think he's worth that much. Like why? Like, what is it? What did you not see? You can say, I want to see a consistent 17 games, whether it be a little bit less than 20 touchdowns and 1 interception, maybe a full season where he doesn't have a 2-5 start and figuring out growing pains. I mean, there's still things I remember about the start of the season with Jordan Love, but it's not like there was missed snaps like he had against I think it was the New Orleans Saints, where he fumbled on a QB sneak,
That's
right?
Atlanta Falcons, wasn't it?
Falcons.
Yeah,
right?
Falcons. Game 2.
Damn NFC South teams that all have the same record at the end of the year. They all confuse me.
Yeah, true that.
But you get my point. Is like, at this point, tell me why he's not worth what he's going to be getting, because it should, in my opinion, at this point, I fully believe that based off what he did, he should be getting more than Jared Goff, because part of this is based off what your potential is, and part of this is based off your performance. And his performance showed his potential. Early on, and don't they say potential gets you fired? Not at the quarterback position, not if you showed, I think that was Jacob, if you show that you have the ability to be a franchise quarterback, you don't just be like, yeah, we should flirt with this. We should flirt with the idea of franchise tagging. We should flirt with the idea of lowballing him, because you don't want to mess with that position.
You don't want to mess with that position. And when you look at Jordan Love, he's only 25. He's going to get better. The peak quarterback years occur somewhere between 28 and 32. That's when your athletic ability and your wisdom in the game peak. Now, Brady and kind of Rodgers, too, are shattering that idea. But when you look at the reasons why someone might be hesitant to sign Jordan Love, I can only think of a couple in comparison to Jared Goff, or at least paying Jared Goff money. I think there was a rebuttal to both. If you say Jordan Goff has done more, well, Jordan Love in his first year took this young team to the playoffs. Their stats are career-wise equivalent, give or take. So they're basically a very similar quarterback when it comes to statistically and what they've been able to do with a team. If you look at and say, well, Jared Goff, throw out those early years with the Rams, he's been a really good quarterback of late. I could say the same thing about Jordan Love. His end of the season was as good as any quarterback in the entire NFL. So let
me pose a simple question here. Do you think the Lions can win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff?
I do.
I do, actually. Do you think Jordan Love can win a Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers?
I do.
Then that's your answer. If you believe that those two are that's ultimately what we're looking at, is if you think these quarterbacks are good enough to win your franchise a Super Bowl, you're going to pay them that amount of money, and you're going to be okay with it, because, and again, the numbers that we throw out, 53, 54, salary cap going up, sure, it is a little bit confusing probably to the average person of like, what is the trend and where the cap just went up big time heading into this year. right?
Big time.
This is the guess what's going to happen next year?
Going to go up another.
Go up
the
again.
TV money keeps going up, and the people that want to wait, that say, well, hold on, we need to see him go through a full season before we can give him that kind of money. This time that you're trying to buy, it's not for free. By waiting longer, that price tag goes up. When we talked about the Yodely game and when we figured what would Jordan Love's contract be in November.
Yodely. Stop! $43 million.
Yeah, we were something like $43 million. There's no chance it's $43 million. We're talking about $10 million more per year. So it's not
That was
free.
initially based off of what was the comp at the time,
Right.
which was Daniel Jones of the Giants signed for 4 years, $160. Now we're out of that world with the contract of Goff and the salary cap going up. So throw that Daniel Jones out the window.
So it would
Anyone got $40 million? Taking $40 million. $45 million.
I was once stupid and told you stop around here.
$47.5 million annually.
Looks like a good deal right now, though.
$50 million. $51 million. $52 million. I don't hear any 52s out there. 53, the same as Goff. 53.5. This show's bullish on Jordan Love. $54 million annually.
Stop.
$55 million.
54 and a half.
Stop.
54 and a half.
Where are you stopping it?
Well,
55?
On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, I put out what I thought is going to happen. 5 years, $270.
Oh, we we ain't math people now. What is that?
Yeah,
Do the
come
math.
on.
$54 million.
54. So you all
Right
54.
where
with an
Alex
extra year.
Strofe and Brad Nortman ended, with the extra year as a show of we will give you money for, guaranteed, I'd say around 220 out of 270. It'd be a lot, but that's what you do. You just and what we'll do is we'll look back in 2 years when he is in the top 10, top 12 of quarterbacks paid, and you're going to think, damn, Goody, if Jordan Love is what you think he's going to turn out to be, that's a hell of a contract. You did a good job giving the guy a contract, putting him at $54 million. That still wouldn't even make him the highest paid average annually right now. But in 10 years, that might be top 10.
Yeah, I'm telling you this right now. Jordan Love on paper and on the field as well, this kid is really talented. He is really good. And again, I talk about what the company you keep, because company you keep is so important. When I look at Jordan Love, we saw the statistics of what he did last year. $60 million.
$60 million, somebody says.
He's not getting $60 million. But here's the thing. When I talk about who's he's in company with, there's a stat they have here is an 8-game stretch. Only quarterbacks that have an 8-game stretch with 18 touchdowns and 1 interception in their first year is Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Jordan Love. What do 2 of those guys have?
MVPs.
MVP titles. And then we talked about guys who had, threw for over 30 touchdown passes and 4,000 yards in their first season as a starter. You got Kurt Warner. You got Dante Culpepper, who had a great start to his career. And then you had a Patrick Mahomes. And so what I'm saying is this, is that Jordan Love, as a first-year starter, is in company of great players that have won MVPs, players who are heading or already in the Hall of Fame. And so I understand that we only have a little bit of a sample size, but if all the writing on the wall is pointing to a certain direction and that direction is going northward, that direction going up, pay the man now, because as Ben just said, come 2027, we're going to say, boy, oh boy, we got a good deal with one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL that got you a Super Bowl ring.
55% of people on Twitter at KBN voted that they don't think Love should get as much as Jared Goff. If you're one of them, I want to hear from you like I'm seeing. 800-990-3776. ESPN Wisconsin Talking Text Line. Get us on YouTube, ESPN Milwaukee, ESPN Madison. We'll continue to garner your reaction to the news of Jared Goff and what you think Love deserves. Plus, Dumb Brain Strofe and Dumb Brain Ben, we need Brad to take us to school. Salary cap, dumbed down by Brad Nortman. And he's going to do a good job of this. He can speak our language, Strofe. That's next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
If I was as tall and as talented as you, if I could shoot as well as you could, both them teams would have won. Because you know what?
Okay.
You did a fake punch, you said, in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
And I would have did fake point. I would have took it to the house. I would have scored a dang touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
For the ultimate sports betting experience, get in the game at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Unleash your inner champion with dozens of betting kiosks, a VIP deck, high-end bar, first-class restaurant, broadcast booth, a 2,000-square-foot video wall, and more. It's a sports fan's paradise, 24/7. Bet above the rest. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Visit the website for more. Must be 21 years old. All bets must be made on site.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. I joined the Princeton Club because I was looking for a place I could invest in my health, and the environment and the community I have felt has made it so easy for me to incorporate it into my everyday life. It doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey because they have something to offer everyone. It also goes beyond fitness. From the moment you walk in the club to the moment you walk out, there is a togetherness felt throughout the members and staff that keeps you going for your better tomorrow. Don't wait any longer and get started on your fitness journey today at PrincetonClub.net. That's PrincetonClub.net.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SAVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SAVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SAVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Hey, Drew Scott here, and I'm Jonathan Scott, reminding you that life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. They can help you get just the right protection at just the right price and help you save when you bundle home and auto. Kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It'll be just right for you. We love a custom build. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
People across Wisconsin are enjoying the rewards, stability, and flexibility of a career in healthcare. Why not you? WIS Caregiver Careers can get you started as a certified direct care professional. You'll learn the skills you need to make life better for older adults or people with a disability. All training is free and online. Plus, earn $500 in bonuses. Start your new career. Sign up today at WisCaregiverCDCP.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust for Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Make the most out of your summer at Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay, Milwaukee, and Madison in Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course, camp on site all weekend, and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Make sure you get tickets for the NTT IndyCar Series race at Road America June 6th through the 9th. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
Now, I'm not the one who played in the NFL, but sitting here in the break, I just am genuinely curious as someone who was in an NFL locker room. You know, you ever on social media and they do the breakdown of somebody's massive contract and the federal, the state, the local income, the Social Security, and then you see how much you make off $25 million. It's still a lot of money, obviously, but it's 50 to 55% of that is gone.
Watching guys' first reactions, rookies, to their first NFL checks is an annual joy. I mean, not joy is too strong.
No,
a
but
word,
I mean,
but it's like it is a shock. And they are running to me with their paper checks. They're like, who is this FICA? And how can I get my money back?
So the first check that you get has all of the withholdings taken out?
It's broken down.
Oh, that's good.
They've already started withholding.
My question was, if for the first check, they sign for however much money and they get, say, $4 million is just a flat number I'm throwing out there. They cash that check and they don't put aside $2 million that's going to be taken away by Uncle Sam.
Oh, yeah. They withhold significant amounts for just that reason, because I don't think they realize how much comes out. And usually getting a pretty decent tax refund by the end of the year, but man, oh man, these guys are shocked and stunned by how much is taken out of their paycheck. They legitimately start budgeting for their gross amount. They do. They're like, oh, I'm going to be making $5 million this year. I'm going to get that car. I'm going to take this vacation. That's my house. And then they're like, whoa.
Well, I bet there's people who start spending that before they even look at it.
They do,
21,
definitely.
you got all that money, I would too.
You wouldn't wait to see what's coming
Listen,
out?
I'm buying a car. I'm probably buying a house right away. But Google me. Yeah, I can afford this. Give me that loan.
Google me. That's a strong line.
I mean, that's what Brad, can you tell people Google you?
I think I might have said to Google me to someone before.
There it is. Oh, wow.
You
I want to know the
douche.
context of that one. Was it when you were in Vegas and they were giving you a hard time? Google me!
Well, when you search Brad Nortman, he comes up. I'm the first Ben Brust to come up. Kyle Wallace. Who's the most famous Kyle Wallace? Let's see here. On air, maybe, you know what? This has got to be, it has to know my IP.
It probably is right.
It probably has to know that I'm in Wisconsin, because there's got to be a more famous Kyle Wallace than our Kyle Wallace.
I mean, what can I say? I'm pretty famous.
Isn't there a Kyle Wallace NASCAR driver? Or is that Rusty Wallace?
There was a Rusty Wallace.
Rusty
and
Wallace.
then there's maybe like a Kyle Busch.
Kyle Larson.
Combining, NASCAR drivers.
No,
now.
I'm the OG. You can even go to the football roster. If you didn't think I played at Whitewater,
2008 football roster, UW Whitewater is what I'm on.
If you thought, if you thought I was lying, there it is. You got the proof.
National champion, or is that runner up?
That was a runner up. Yeah.
You look
second
weird
place, Kyle,
with a buzz cut, man. It's a weird look for you.
It's not a buzz cut. That's called a fade with a little throw. Got to get your lingo
Is
right.
there a more famous Alex Strofe? Because you pop up first, too.
It's not a very popular last name, Ben.
No, it's great. I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
Our names are
all
top
four
of the
us
list.
are top of the list on Google.
That feels pretty good.
Well, I mean,
we all can use Google me if we want to be
Strong.
douches.
Wow, I never really thought about it. I can say Google me. I don't know if Google me gets me anywhere. You're a professional? What are you doing? What makes you so special?
Google me.
Yeah, I don't think that works for me.
It says on-air host.
Yeah, it does. Wow.
We need to get Kyle a Wikipedia page.
Ooh, I haven't earned that yet.
We can make
awards. You were the WBA something of the year,
I was
right?
Young Professional of the Year, and best radio show. You're welcome. So yeah, I mean, there's some accomplishment. I think there needs to be more.
Justin in the 414 chimes in as we are discussing how much Love should get paid in comparison to Jared Goff. I want to see a solid, complete season from Love until he is Matt Flynn version 2.0. To me.
Oh my gosh, that's rough. Matt Flynn.
Matt Flynn never did what Jordan Love did.
Matt Flynn played one game. He
One
had one
spectacular
great
game.
You're right. It was a spectacular game. Jordan Love had 8 spectacular games,
and he also was a first-round pick. So that you talk about potential and living up to your potential, where Matt Flynn was not anywhere near that.
A lot of people are they're not giving full reasons. I think they're scared.
Here's the thing:
people are scared.
I think you're scared, which I get because it's a lot of money to give up. But waiting does not come for free. If you wait, you're going to end up paying him more money because one of two things will happen: either Jordan Love will be the guy, he will be the franchise quarterback, and this 54 that we're talking about. In 1 year's time, it won't even get to 1 year's time. They'll have to sign him after or during the season. You're probably talking 60 or more. They could franchise him, but it will just go up and up and up. The other alternative is you have to start all over again. You're going to be like the Chicago Bears, swinging and trying to find a quarterback, hoping you find one in the draft, and that's a pretty dismal position to be in. I would rather you lean in. You go all in with this young roster that you got that's already reaped on-field benefits. You're just asking for it to happen more, which I think is reasonable. We've seen it with our own 2 eyes on the field.
And I think, Ben, you hit it right because the biggest excuse that people have for not paying Jordan Love is simply
I did what?
You got it. I mean, you got it right when you responded to people in talking text who can't really give you a reason. It's because
Oh.
the rationale is as simple as this: is that I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough. You're not saying that he isn't talented. You're not saying that, boy, oh boy, if he continues on this trajectory, he could be the next great quarterback. It is you want to see more. Here's the thing. The way that this NFL works and the way that he had to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for multiple years and the fact that Goody did not give – he didn't give him that fifth-year option, but he gave him a contract extension, a weird way of doing the contract back last year. It doesn't allow for you to be able to see more. If you see more, you risk paying more. And do you really want to pay more now, pay more later, or do you just want to pay the man now? Because later is only going to run it up because of this. Quarterbacks are going to continue to get paid more money.
You're right. And Joe hits it on the head, I think. Pay Jordan Love whatever the going rate is for QBs in his era. It gets me so angry when fans say how much to pay a player as if it's coming out of their own pocket.
I mean, that's exactly right.
I don't blame fans who wanted punters to get less.
I certainly blame them. They need to respect the game and respect specialists. But quarterbacks, they're in their own category. And look, this is a quarterback-driven league. If you find one, you keep one, you pay. You might not like the economics of it. You might look at it and say, Jared Goff, second highest paid, quarterback in the league. That doesn't seem right. How can, for instance, Josh Allen, who I think is a universal top 5 quarterback in the NFL, he's making $43 million because he signed 3 years ago. That's like 10th or 11th. This is the economics of the quarterback position. Whoever is up next is going to sign within the top 5 or the top 3, and they just keep leapfrogging one another, and you finally get it when it's your time.
This is what I'm looking for. Stop acting like there are no negatives to paying a player. It's called salary cap. The Packers just got it out of Aaron Rodgers' awful contract.
Salary cap. That's a very real excuse, but you need to also win. You also need to field the team. You also need a quarterback who is Super Bowl caliber. And if you don't have that, there's no reason to go out there and even play the game.
And do people understand the Green Bay Packers moved on from one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time and shipped them to a team called the New York Jets, who were in desperate need of a franchise quarterback. They were willing to give whatever they needed. Well, not whatever they need to, but they were willing to take on a 38-year-old, 39-year-old Aaron Rodgers because they desperately wanted a quarterback. You risk potentially, as you said, Brad, being the Washington Commanders, being the Atlanta Falcons who went and paid all this money for Kirk Cousins and then panicked and drafted a quarterback. There is so much risk to not paying him. It is not worth the reward of potentially never having a guy.
Well, and a franchise quarterback in the realm of salary cap will elevate the talent around you. If you've got a great wide receiver that you can pay a bunch to, if you've got a great running back you can pay a bunch to, it doesn't matter if you don't have a quarterback. A great quarterback will be worth his weight in gold, even with a big salary cap hit, if and when they elevate the talent of those around him. That's the way you can have rookies around you, and they look pretty darn good because your quarterback's that good.
Look, you need a quarterback, and I like Pud and Tame on YouTube. He's coming at us, which is good. I want people to tell us if we're just, big media types over here that say there's no consequences. Of course there are consequences, but I will stand by Brad. I want to sign somebody that makes me competitive as a football team. In that position that's most important is quarterback, whether you like it or not. That's the way it works, and this is where the world is going in terms of the pay for quarterbacks. But speaking of, guys that have made a lot of money, maybe don't need to look at the withholdings anymore because they played a long time in the PGA Tour, you can see some of your favorites at the American Family Insurance Championship in Madison. Man, there's always, just Strick being there alone is good enough.
Absolutely. I thought you were going to do it for me. My goodness. I was listening to you like, oh, okay, what do we got going on here? Well, as Ben just said, you got to watch the PGA Tour champions, including tournament host and defending champion Steve Stricker at the American Family Insurance Championship when it returns to University Ridge Golf Course Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. Tournament week includes an exciting concert featuring 3-time Grammy Award-winning Train on Friday, June 7th at Breeze Stevens Field. Proceeds will support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com. That's amfamchampionship.com.
Packers Hall of Famer, Old T, Mark Tauscher joins us next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I? I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
I love you, Lou. That's Lewis from the north side. The north side always knows.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Wild Rock Golf in the Wisconsin Dells, a must-play every golf season. Wild Rock Golf features championship golf in the heart of Wisconsin. Wild Rock, a Herdston Fry masterpiece that's cut from the natural beauty of the Wisconsin Dells and offers stunning views from elevated tee boxes. Wild Rock presents spectacular greens that roll fast and true. Wild Rock Golf in the Wisconsin Dells, a unique gem that offers a challenge to avid golfers of all abilities. Book your tee time today for this must-play at wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com.
What is a better buying experience? Well, you're minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. Jim Rutledge here. To me, a better buying experience is a personal experience. That's what Dan and his sales team have set up at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. You're going to have the experience that you're looking for. You're going to define what that better buying experience is for you, and they're going to get you in the vehicle that you need and that you want, whether it's new or new to you. So when you're looking for a better buying experience, go to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
The second annual ESPN Madison Open, presented by Coors Light, is coming soon, and you can swing into the fun. Molly Brown here. Join us on Monday, August 5th at Bishops Bay Country Club and help raise money for the Miracle League of Dane County. Purchase a whole sponsorship, and you'll help provide adaptive equipment, uniforms, and a safe, inclusive environment where every child can thrive. Interested? Email ESPN Madison Sales at goodkarmabrands.com. Sponsor a hole, donate, and make dreams come true with the Miracle League of Dane County, because every child deserves a chance to play ball.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Stoughton Health, in collaboration with patient and family advisors, seeks to advance the healthcare experience at Stoughton Health by providing a forum for past patients and families to provide feedback on a variety of healthcare and other related topics. Advisors offer constructive feedback on their personal journey at Stoughton Health, helping to elevate the patient experience and increase satisfaction. Interested? Please call Amy at 608-873-2308.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
Joining us on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin is the Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer, Mark Tauscher, who you can hear on Willie and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon across these very stations. Old T, welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Well, good afternoon. I'll be honest with you guys. I was just listening, and I heard Ben Brust say a comment that I actually was thinking, I wish I had said this earlier today, and it's a thoughtful, which I never say about you, Benny.
Yeah, I'm in shock.
I was a little bit in shock too, but you guys, obviously everybody's talking about the Jared Goff contract and what that means to Jordan Love and how the Packers are going to handle it, blah, blah, blah. And when you said the only question that you need to ask is, can said player lead you to a Super Bowl? And if the answer is yes, the price is right. And I thought that was really profound. I thought that was really good.
Mark that, save that, and we're going to play it every time Tausch joins us until I outdo myself and have another thought-provoking moment for old T.
I don't know. I mean, then I'll never compliment you.
Yeah, you're right. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Say, let's just let that ride.
Now, old T, I guess you kind of answered my question by utilizing what I said, but I guess you could expand more, right? Because we put out the poll right when it happened yesterday. Lions paying $53 million per year. Do you think the Packers should pay Jordan Love more than that? 45% say no more than 53 annually. And for those 55% that say no, it's too much, what do you say to those who say it's too much money?
Well, I mean, so first off, the annual per year, yeah, it's important, but what it really comes down to, and this is where Russ Ball has been an absolute genius, is how quickly can you get out of a contract? It's great that you have this and you lock him up for 5 years, but it really comes down to how much guaranteed money is in it. And Goff got, I think 170, is that right? Somewhere in that ballpark. So whether or not Jordan Love signs a 5-year deal, a 4-year deal, a 3-year deal, I think the big thing is if it's $55 million and Jordan Love is an MVP and plays at the level he did the last 10 weeks of the season, you literally in 2 to 3 years are going to be saying, wow, we got him at a steal, when all of these other quarterbacks are going to continue, the cap's going to continue to grow, the money is going to keep going. It's going to be somebody's going to be Dak Prescott will probably be the first $60 million a year quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's where this thing is trending. So yes, I understand everybody wants to make sure you can build a good team around him. And if you're going to pay him a ton of money, now's the time to do it, because you have all these receivers on rookie deals. And the receiving core, that expense is going to go up a bunch. Offensive line, everything is going to get more and more expensive. So if you believe in him, which I think most of us do, you're going to pay him, and you're going to happily pay him, and then you're going to build the rest of the team around him. And in 2 or 3 years, you're going to hopefully be saying, man, am I glad we did that, because I guarantee you the way the Dallas Cowboys handled Dak Prescott has turned out disastrous, in the respect that his cap number is really high. You have no leverage. You don't have any of those franchise tag tools to work. And now you're sitting here going to have a monster cap hit, and more than likely, if they don't re-sign Dak, he's gone. So the Jordan Love component, the answer is, can he lead you to a Super Bowl? I felt like he could have done it last year in his first season. So obviously I believe that he can.
So, Tausch, it sounds like you're on the same page with us. We all think he's going to get extended. We all think he's worthy of being extended. It'll probably be somewhere in that $53 to $55 million per year range. Now, if it's 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is, what does Love need to do in order for you to look back at the end of the contract and say, you know what? He was worth it. Is it Super Bowls? Is it MVP? Is it being a top 10 quarterback? Like, what is it on Mark Tauscher's standard to say, you know what, Jordan Love played to the level of that contract?
Yeah, I think you need to be a playoff team every year. And listen, I mean, we all want to say win a championship. We've seen how difficult that is. It's not snap your fingers. Unless you're Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady, it's really hard. But
is it wild to think that the last time they were in a Super Bowl, you were on the roster?
I know, it's crazy. And I think that's where Packer fans are super disappointed. And frankly, they should be. There's been plenty of opportunities to have more cracks at it, but it just shows you how tough and difficult this road is to try and get there. And you have to have some luck. I'm convinced if David Bakhtiari doesn't blow his knee out on a New Year's Eve practice, they win the Super Bowl that year. Those are the tough breaks that go into it. But as far as what, to Brad's question, what that looks like, I really just think being a good quarterback that gets you in the playoffs and you're playing at a high level, that you're leading your football team, that's kind of the floor. When you're going to start paying guys that amount, then it's MVP. Can you win games in the last 2 minutes? How do you handle your football team when things aren't going well? I don't think he's going to be a turnover guy, so I don't think we have to worry about that. But the grand scheme is you want to win a championship, but just give our team year in and year out the belief that we can win a world championship and eventually crack through. I think that's kind of what, when you're going to decide to pay a player, Jordan Love, that amount of money, that's kind of the floor of what you're looking for.
That's really the Green Bay Packer way, Tausch, of get a great quarterback and see if you can crack through at one point, which we haven't cracked through enough for me, but thankfully you cracked through the last time I got to celebrate. But, Tausch, is there a number that would shock you when it comes to? Is there a number you'd be like, oh, my goodness, he got what?
I think if he signs this before the training camp starts, which I think we all agree is what's going to happen, I think if he gets to 60, I'd be shocked. But if he gets ahead of where Joe Burrow is, I'm not going to be shocked. Or I think that's who's at the top of the food chain right now.
Is.
Because you're not paying for what you've done in the past. You're paying for what you saw those last 10 weeks. You're saying, I'm going to get 5 more years of that or better play. And by the way, if you're paying $56 million and you play, Jordan Love played there might be somebody that played better than him, but if there is, it is an incredibly short list in that last 10 weeks of that season. So I think it's worth every penny. You have that position figured out. Everything else is so much easier within your organization to figure out. It's worth every penny of whatever you're paying him, as long as it's not crazy. So 60 would be like, whoa, okay. And even then, you're thinking, all right, it's only a couple million more than the last guy. So that's where I would probably set that bar at.
Talking with Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. So, Old T, here's how I think about it, and get me where I'm wrong, because I'm not always right. We know that.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario is obviously injury. Let's throw injury out. To me, even if you sign Jordan Love, right, and everyone leapfrogs him as the cap goes up and other guys sign and other guys play well, he won't end up being the top paid player for the longest time because of how we see these quarterbacks jumping each other. My point is if they sign him after what we saw, isn't the structure of the offense and Matt LaFleur to a point where, like, we know what he's capable of? His floor could be what Jared Goff was for the Rams, like in terms of getting him to, I'm talking floor, based off the system, based off how they, integrate these wide receivers and have motion and this and that. Like, there's always risk, but it's not as risky as it may feel when you see the dollars.
So I think it comes down to what kind of dude Jordan Love is, and that's the beautiful part of having him in your building for 4 years, is how he works and how he prepares. And when you have that, you're never going to doubt the rest of it. There'll be some games where you have some bad throws, interceptions, but you know what the guy's made out of, and you see his talent, and we've seen that, all the back end of last season. So we know what that's going to look like. So yeah, I think there's, like you said, there's always going to be risk with injury, but I think the idea of him falling off a cliff and just playing god-awful football, you see enough to know that he's going to be a good player. Now, can he elevate himself and be as consistent to be as great as he was the last half of the season? We don't know that yet. And if you're going to pay somebody the amount of money we're talking, that's what you need. So I think there's still, for as much as I like Jordan, I think there is some uncertainty because we've seen it. We believe we know what we're going to see into the future, but you don't know for sure. Like when you give Aaron Rodgers his third contract, you know what you're getting. I still think there's some uncertainty, even with the amount of reps and play that we saw Jordan finish the season off with last year.
Tausch, in other news, it's kind of an irrational excitement, but I love schedule release. We already know the Packers' opponents. We know week 1, but the schedule release is just so darn fun to me. What is the first thing that you look for when the full Packer release schedule gets released?
Well, I think as a player, you always look for the bye week and are you playing on any holidays? Those were kind of the things that you'd look at. And then do you have any extended where you have 2 or 3 road games in a row? But for me this season, I think it's where is the Detroit Lions games going to be? Is that going to be on Thanksgiving again in Detroit? Those games, I think, for as much as the Viking rivalry and everything else, those are the games that I think you look at and say, okay, here we go. This is, that's the team that won the division last year. That's the team that people think is better than us. Where does that line up? Because you feel good. Like you said, the other teams you're playing. And then I think the other thing, when you make this trip to Brazil, I would be shocked if you don't see a Monday night game coming back at home, or for sure a Sunday game at home. You give a little extra time to regroup. But it's about where the Detroit Lions fall, because that's the team that's kind of standing in that first wave of what your goals are that you need to accomplish as a team next year.
Old T, before we let you go, anything you got for us? Keeping guacamole fresh, or anything's on your mind?
I'm good today. I'm just going to let you guys do the work today.
Well, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. All right.
Okay.
That's Mark Tauscher, Packer Hall of Famer, here on Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon across these very stations. And it's my time to tell you about Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Here's why. On May 18th, this coming Saturday, guess what they're going to have? Heavyweight champion Tyson Fury face off against triple title holder, help me with this one, guys, Oleksandr Usyk.
Yeah, the Ukrainian.
I mean,
it's pretty good.
I feel like I crushed that as good as I could crush that, even if I got it wrong. In a 12-round, Strofe, a 12-round showdown for the undisputed heavyweight crown. The reason why I laugh at 12 rounds
John Cena?
is because that was the movie Strofe suggested that we watch, 12 rounds with John Cena. But this is a untouchable opportunity. Going to Potawatomi Casino Hotel's new sportsbook with a 2,000-square-foot video wall to watch this fight, and having the opportunity to watch everything else that's going on in sports, and enjoying the bar, enjoying the self-serving kiosks. You can get tickets in hand from people that actually build your bets with you. They have it all at the sportsbook. PaysBig.com. If you haven't been to the sportsbook, you are missing out. We mentioned 12 rounds with John Cena. We revisit our poll from yesterday at KBN ESPN for Kyle, Brust, and Nortman Movie Cinema Club. That's next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Craig Counsell bobblehead that was given away, and we, just did a nice, soliloquy? Is that the right word?
Yeah, like a montage?
Like a Virgil.
Vigil?
Vigil.
Vigil.
A vigil. We did a vigil.
Vigil.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts.
And with your Badger Minute, I'm Alex Gravatt. The Badgers softball team competed in the Big Ten tournament this past weekend, where they accomplished something no team has ever done before. The Badgers entered play as the 11th seed and upset 6-seeded Ohio State and 3-seeded Rutgers to make it to the semifinal game, which no 11 seed has ever done before. The Badgers season did come to an end at the hands of eventual Big Ten champions Michigan. Freshman Hillary Blumberg set 2 tournament records for Wisconsin: most consecutive games with a home run with 3, and most RBIs in a single tournament game with 5.
Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Ben Brust here from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, and tell you about the newest spike tee on the market, and that is Hoop Tee. And when I mean that it's the newest and best, it was born on the boardwalk of Ocean City, Maryland, and enjoyed now right here in Madison, Wisconsin. With flavors like an original spike tee. You have peach, you have mango, you have watermelon. Hoop Tee will make you feeling great with whatever flavor fits your profile. Hoop Tee. Enjoy the hoops on the screen and hoops in your hand. HoopTee.com. Must be 21 years or older to enjoy.
You're probably being overwhelmed with information about semaglutide, the game-changing FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Jim Rutledge here. I was like you. I didn't know what it was until I saw Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. He can walk you through the benefits. He can tell you if it's right for you, and then you could come up with a plan to change your life with a workout plan and semaglutide. With that plan, I dropped from 20% body fat to 10% body fat, and I dropped over 20 pounds of fat and kept my muscle. You can do the same thing. Go see Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, We can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Hey, it's Hunter Vaughn. Every week, Dennis Summerow and I talk all things area high school sports, and we talk to local athletes, coaches, administrators, and more. You can find full shows over on Wisconsin On Demand or wherever you get your podcasts.
Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania is also brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management, Pasquale's Cantina, UW Credit Union, Stoughton Trailers, the GRB Academy, and Stoughton Health.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text Kettle to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text KETTLE to 321-321. That's Kettle to 321-321.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
His name is what, Strofe?
John Cena!
Thankfully for all of us, KBN Nation on KBN ESPN Twitter voted for our debut of what we will be watching as a show, because Kyle and Alex, and I felt lame even doing this one, but the fact that you hadn't seen Happy Gilmore, I had to put it out there. I love the idea that Strofe now can laugh at some Happy Gilmore with me. I know you agree, Strofe, or Brad.
Absolutely. That's a must-quotable movie. There's so many quotable moments.
So, on Twitter, we put out our first KBN movie cinema club. Which should we watch? I picked Happy Gilmore. Brad picked Back to the Future. Kyle picked Friday. And Strofe picked 12 Rounds with John Cena that had too many votes. Happy Gilmore it is. What's the ruling here? Because Kyle is kind of a baby when it comes to homework. When do we need to watch this by, Kyle?
I got my master's degree, so I did all the homework I need to be doing. When we want to watch it, can we get a week and a half?
A week and a half?
I was thinking by next Monday.
I was thinking by next Monday.
One movie a week isn't that bad.
How long is this? I don't watch movies.
It's like 90 minutes.
90, okay.
You watched 12 Rounds with John Cena.
Like 4 times.
You have room for Happy Gilmore.
So where do I find this at? Because I do not own a DVD player currently.
I believe it's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix. I can.
Do you have that?
I can get a password.
I can backdoor you whatever you need.
I can get a password. My little cousins take over the password. There is password sharing.
They've been trying to cut down on that, so be careful. Don't say that on air. People listening everywhere.
That's true. They can try to find me, but they won't find me. I don't have it. It's not my account.
Adam chimes in, 12 Rounds is as good as John Cena's rap career. Powerful. Rip and Rona chimes in, I can't believe that avid golfer Alex Strofe hasn't seen Happy Gilmore. Alex Strofe famously whiffed at a golf ball 8 times?
You got it. That was 8.
8 times. And every time I watch that video, I'm thinking, is he messing with me? And he's not.
Yeah, was there earnest effort to hit the ball?
Guys, I've told this story recently. I don't know if I told you it. I went golfing on a simulator a few months back. 18 holes on a simulator. 50 over.
What?
That's not even possible.
It is.
I'm very bad at golf.
50, I mean, that's a 122.
On a simulator, though. That's so forgiving.
Simulators are pretty forgiving.
You did 18 holes like that, huh?
Did you have fun?
Of course, I love golfing. I'm just bad at it.
Were the people in your party
I don't have fun at
upset
things
with
that
you?
I'm bad at.
Because you must have been hogging the swings.
I mean, obviously, I took a lot more swings than anybody else, but they were my college roommates, so they just know what to expect.
Were they entertained by you?
Who isn't entertained by me, Benny? That's the question.
Was it the putting the issue, or was it grip it and rip it? What was the issue here?
All of the above.
Oh, wow.
Getting the ball in the air.
Oh, wow.
Hitting it.
Yeah.
Contact.
Making contact.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
man.
basics. The basics. So, Kyle, I need you to put your right hand in the air.
This is not a court of law.
I,
so
Kyle
Bible
Wallace.
here. I, Kyle Wallace.
Pledge to watch Happy Gilmore by the time we are on the air Monday.
Pledge to watch Happy Gilmore by the time we are on the air Monday.
Or Death Do Us Apart.
Or I'm just going to suck at the segment.
No, that's not an option.
I'm not dying over Happy
Suck
Gilmore.
at segment or death.
Yeah, right. That's two
That's
different things.
I did it again. Isn't it Death Do Us Part?
Till death do us part. That's a marriage.
I always say till death do us apart.
Oh.
And yeah, you kind of combine you combine the courtroom with like matrimony a little bit there. I think it's So Help Me God. But
So help you God. Won't he do it? Get Kyle to watch Happy Gilmore.
won't he do it? Yeah, Netflix. You guys say it on Netflix, and I'll throw it in the background and watch it on Netflix and enjoy it.
And
Well, yeah, be a
remember,
little bit
score out of
invested.
10 and a couple of notes.
I'll give it a score. If it can't keep my attention for 90 minutes while I'm doing other things like putting stuff together, then it's not a good movie. But if it gets me to stop and actually watch and laugh, then it'll get a high score.
I'll admit, I haven't watched Happy Gilmore in probably 15 years or more. It's been a long
wow,
time.
and you still remember the quotes?
Yeah, I mean, as a kid in like high school, it's a very high rewatchable, and it's very high quotable.
I feel like it's a cult favorite because you said you watched it in high school, but you were a child when it came out, so you went back to watch it to fit in and be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think I watched it like late elementary school, middle school, and it was already a classic by the time we got to middle school. And it's Adam Sandler. I mean, he was
Breaking news.
highly sought after.
Rumor has it that Strope's girlfriend made him watch Happy Gilmore, and he fell asleep before it ended. When did this happen?
Like 4 weeks ago.
Oh, wow. So that's how I know the movie must not be that
How
funny.
much did you get into it? What's the last scene you remember?
I don't remember much.
Is this?
I only got. Well, first off,
Did you come back from the bar and
Yes,
watch it or
yes.
something?
It was an intoxicated
okay.
Saturday evening.
All right.
Yeah,
It's a
you
good
should be going to
choice.
sleep.
And I fell asleep very quickly.
Well, if you're
I
gonna
saw
go
the
out-
weird, the weird-looking guy.
Okay, you're going to have to
Adam Sandler?
rewatch the movie.
No, the dude that yells stuff.
His boss?
Adam Sandler.
You know who I'm talking about?
Mr. Larson.
Not Mr. Larson. He's going with the guy who chirps him on the golf
Yeah,
course.
him.
Oh.
Hey, Gilmore, you suck.
That guy. Yeah, that
guy. Hopefully, when Strofe got back from the bar, he threw in what is the best pizza, whether you're having it for dinner with your family, late night, celebratory, breakfast, dinner, doesn't matter. Screamin' Sicilian Pizza has the best pizza that you will find. It was funny, I told you guys, Frozen Pizza Friday is now a thing with the kid. We need that meal on Sunday or on Fridays after a long week of work. We don't have to think too much, but know we're going to eat delicious food. That's what Palermo's is doing for us. And, you know, my girlfriend was like, gosh, it's the best frozen pizza. I was like, I know. I don't just talk about it because they, liked being a part of our show. I'm talking about it because I genuinely love frozen pizza. I'm branded with frozen pizza. I took out a frozen pizza out of the oven in 6th grade and I burned myself and I still have the burn mark. I love frozen pizza that much. I've been eating it forever. And Palermo's is the freaking best. Screamin' Sicilian, the OGs, the thin and crispy, the tavern style, you name it. 2.5 feet of stuffed crust cheese and get your screen on there, Strophe. He's doing it. He's doing it because I love the Boss Hog, the Bessie's Revenge, the Holy Pepperoni, but you have some, a little bit flavorful ones with a little extra spice. The Ultimate Deluxe, the Supremus Maximus, and of course, the Mambo Italiano.
Mambo!
Find your screaming pleasure and taste what all the screaming is about. 800-990-3776. 800-990-ESPN. Caller number 9. For Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? 15-11-1 is my record. Will you take me down and bring home the $25 gift card? We'll find out. 800-990-3776. Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Coming up in 2 minutes. 800-990-ESPN.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com. or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. My name is Colin Russo, and this is your Sports Center update. Brought to you by Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. The NTT IndyCar Series is coming June 6th through the 9th. Get your tickets today and check out the full season schedule at roadamerica.com. Well, another fireworks offseason event for the NFL is coming up as the official 2024 NFL regular season schedule is set to release tomorrow night, as the Green Bay Packers already have a set Week 1 matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles in Sao Paulo, Brazil, an international one on Friday, September 6th. Catch the NFL release show right here on these very airwaves with Alex Strofe and a plethora of other hosts. They will give you their reactions, their takes. Catch that on these very airwaves tomorrow night, 6 to 8 on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. To the diamond re-roll as the first place Milwaukee Brewers, sitting a half a game ahead of the Chicago Cubs, take the field again tonight for the second of a 3-game series versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sporting a 2-game losing streak, the Crew look to get back on track and hold on to that first base spot, sitting at 24-17. Pirates Brewers tonight, first pitch 6:40. That's Joe Ross on the mound at AmFam Field. Don't go anywhere. You get second hour of KBN coming to you right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN. Sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We're talking all things Green Bay Packers, particularly Jared Goff just getting paid and how that affects Jordan Love here on KBN. But it's 3 o'clock on Tuesday. That means it's your time to get paid by the likes of a $25 gift card when you beat Ben Brust. And are you smarter than Ben Brust? I'm Brad Nortman alongside Kyle Wallace here and Alex Strofe, who put together some very nice questions this week for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? And today, this week, with the opportunity to win that big $25 gift card and get paid similar to the likes of Jared Goff and Jordan Love, we have Justin in Cudahy. Justin, how are we feeling today?
Not too bad. Just about to end the workday.
Oh, I like it. This is a good way to celebrate the end of the workday. Is this your first time as a contestant on Are You Smarter?
It is not. It's been a little while, a few months, but yeah.
Okay. Well, Ben Brust is 15-11-1. So Kyle, we're rooting for Justin, right? I mean, we make that clear every week that we're rooting for KBN Nation.
We got to get him below 500.
Yeah, we do. We certainly do, and it starts with you, Justin. Strophe, let's go ahead and spin it.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Are you smarter than Ben Brust? How we play that is 15 questions in 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we'll come back to it if you get through the rest. If you beat Ben Brust, which we're rooting for you to do, you will win a $25 gift card. Justin, any questions before we get started?
Nope, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. We'll start the questions then in 3, 2, 1. What is the capital of Wyoming?
Pass.
Who is the all-time touchdown pass leader in NFL history?
Drew Brees.
What is the smallest country in the world?
Pass.
What is the largest bird in the world?
Ostrich.
What is the main ingredient to bread dough?
Can you repeat?
What is the main ingredient in bread dough?
Flour.
What round was Brad Nortman drafted in the 2012 NFL Draft?
7.
Who discovered electricity?
Sir Isaac Newton.
What is the capital of Vermont?
Pass.
How many bones are in the human body?
Pass.
How many teeth does the average adult have?
26.
How many teams are in the National Hockey League?
30.
Name the 3 branches of government.
Republican, Democratic, and Independent.
How many sides does a hexagon have?
6.
What is the fictional beer name of Homer Simpson's favorite beer?
Duff.
Okay, you got it in. Tricky question.
Wait a minute. So Drew Brees, that's not a 5th grade question.
This is from the mind of Alex Strofe.
Yeah, I wrote these, so I didn't go to ChatGPT this week.
Oh, you went to ChatGPT?
I like the fact. Well, Strofe, give us a little bit of your inspiration behind these questions. They're great change-ups.
Yeah, I needed to crank them up because we've had so many repeats over the years that Ben Brust has played this game. We needed some original ones.
I mean, it's
a 4 spot, by the way, for Justin.
Is a 5th grader supposed to be watching The Simpsons? I know I did.
I did too, so I figured maybe.
I think I watched Simpsons in 4th
I'm
grade.
I'm just thinking about 5th grade. I mean, good questions.
Good question.
I'm not sure how Benny's going to do.
Challenging.
4 spot for Justin, we will see.
I mean,
he trots back into the studio.
He should be able to win. There was a couple toss-ups that he should be able to get.
Yeah.
I think he should be able to get 5.
I agree.
At least 5.
But they're tricky. No doubt about it. Ben Brust entering the room. The 15-11-1 Ben Brust. Ready to play. Headphones on.
What are you
Ben,
looking
how
at the
feeling?
screen for? The talking text line.
Ben,
he took a look at the video. He looked at the talking. Look, he looked down.
It's natural for me to try and
I'm
reset.
happy to report though, nobody has texted in any.
All right, just
any
making
answers.
sure.
I'm
He
looking
just
at
looked
it.
down. He shouldn't even look at it.
I do.
There you go.
wanna
Take the
know,
screens.
really quickly. What do you do? I'm not saying you're cheating, but what do you do?
He had
Do you
his
just-
back to you out there.
Do
He
you
was
just
waving his hands in the air.
I showed my phone to Kyle. I
did?
closed every app on my phone, locked
do you
it, put
check
it on the
email? Do you?
Normally I would. Normally I'd be on Twitter, text my girlfriend, I don't know, check in.
You got to clear your mind. You're going to be good today. You got to clear your mind. You got to be focused. You're welcome for getting you locked in.
All right.
All right, here we go.
15-11-1. Let's make it 16.
15 questions in 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass. We will come back to it if you get through the rest. And if Justin in Cudahy beats you, he's going to win a $25 gift card. Any questions, Ben?
No, I rock.
All right, well, with that kind of confidence, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. What is the capital of Wyoming?
Oh, this is a tough one. Cheyenne.
Who is the all-time touchdown pass leader in the NFL?
Tom Brady?
What is the smallest country in the world?
Oh, man, I have no... I know this, but I don't pass.
What is the largest bird in the world?
An ostrich?
What is the main ingredient to bread dough?
Flour?
What round was Brad Nortman drafted in the 2012
Sixth
draft? Who had discovered electricity?
Benjamin Franklin?
What is the capital of Vermont?
Pass.
How many bones are in the human body?
I always get this one. 213?
How many teeth does the average adult have?
This is tough. 28?
How many teams are in the National Hockey League?
24?
Name the 3 main branches of government.
Legislative, judicial, and executive.
How many sides does a hexagon have?
Hex 6.
What is the fictional name of Homer Simpson's favorite beer?
Don't know.
What is baby kangaroo called?
A kangaroo.
What is the capital of Vermont?
Vermont. Go to the other one.
What is the fictional name of Homer Simpson's favorite beer?
Go to the other one.
What's a baby kangaroo called?
No, I already did that.
Okay. Oh yeah, what's the smallest country in the world?
Can I get a second for his screw-ups as the question asker?
Counts if you get it.
Smallest country in the world. It's near Italy. Let's go Malta.
Dog, Malta is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I was on 90 Day
Vatican
Fiancé.
City?
It's wrong, but you didn't need it.
But it was...
Did I win?
And to be fair, you
Smoked them.
Let's go!
Oh, wait, how many get right?
You hit a
6?
lot. You hit a lot.
He doubled them up. That's an 8 spot.
A double up City Central? Woo!
That was pretty
I'm
good
curious
round.
to see what 8 he got, because
we got through the first 8, and I was like, he's gonna win. I think you got 5 in the first 8.
Justin in the 414 says Ben's going to win this week. Justin from Cudahy did a poor job representing the Justin name.
Yeah. I knew you'd be locked in.
I just think it's fitting that the question you solidified your win on was, what round was Brad Nortman drafted in the 2012 NFL Draft?
How sweet.
Strong answer.
Let's go through these answers.
All right.
I'm on fire.
A Ben Brust
2-1
victory.
versus Strofe, too. Feel good about that.
16-11-1 now. Let's go through them. What is the capital of Wyoming? Cheyenne. That's
that was
pretty
good.
impressive.
That was a good job.
Once you
Good
got
job.
that one, I was like, Ben's going to win. Cheyenne. Who is the all-time touchdown pass leader in NFL history? That's Tom Brady. Justin guessed Drew Brees, who I believe was supplanted by Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Smallest country in the
Nice
world.
use of the word supplanted.
Thank you. Felt
That was
pretty good
impressive.
about it. Vatican City. You were right
Ah!
after putting your...
Gosh!
Good question, though, Strofe. Good question. Largest bird in the world is an ostrich. Got that one right. Main ingredient to bread dough is flour. Very good. Very impressive. What round was Brad Nortman, yours truly, drafted in the 2012 NFL Draft? 6th round. Pick for anyone? Anyone want to guess the pick?
217.
227.
Close.
212.
Even closer. 207. 207. Anyway. Now
that we're done talking about it.
Who discovered electricity? Benjamin Franklin. I feel like it's always Benjamin Franklin or Isaac Newton for these.
Wait, what did Thomas Edison do?
Or Thomas Edison.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
He harnessed electricity.
He harnessed it, and Tesla something too, right?
I feel like Albert Einstein, a lot of those science questions as well, he's the answer to.
Yeah. Capital.
Those are our science guys.
The capital of Vermont. Montpelier. Montpelier.
Come on, Brad. You're supposed to be the smart guy.
Anyway, I use the word supplant, but I can't say.
Where's Justin, the Are You
Montpelier.
Smarter Than Ben Brust grader? This is going to be a tough grade for Brad.
Yeah, I deserve it. I should be a pro at this point. This is probably a C- performance.
Mhm.
Although I felt pretty good up until you gave me a hard time about the wrong ones I passed. To my defense, you got a second chance at all the ones you passed, just because I came back to smallest country. Anyway, how many teeth does an adult have? 32.
Dang
32 teeth. How many teams are in the National Hockey League? 32.
Yeah.
There's that many?
That's a lot of teams.
For some reason, I thought there was less.
Yeah, there was 30, and then they added Vegas, and then they added Seattle a few years ago, making it an even 32.
The Kraken.
Listen, this one was pretty impressive. You should know this, but like off the top of my head, 3 main branches of government: executive, legislative, judicial.
Listen, he was
pretty
lost
impressive.
when he said Republican, Democrat, Independent. That's, oh my god.
Oh, that was our guy?
Yeah, I hate to rag on Justin, but that was a tough answer.
It was. He was nervous.
He's like, oh, politics.
How many sides does a hexagon have? 6. That's correct. The fictional name of Homer Simpson's favorite beer, Duff.
I'm not a Simpsons guy.
Never even seen like.
I remember The Simpsons.
And despite having 8 right going into the 15th and final question, Ben Brust still proved you as an idiot. Brad, what was the question?
What is a baby kangaroo called?
And Ben, your answer was?
Kangaroo.
Yeah. You never heard?
You never heard of a Joey?
Yeah.
That would be the answer.
Thank you.
So no, here's the.
There's some of these that are trick questions.
Well, some of these are the debate.
You even
is-
yourself last week put in a trick question.
That's
I didn't
true.
put in a trick question. I just put a double answer. Femur was the answer to 2 different questions.
As somebody who is Ben Brust, and people are asking, are you smarter than a 5th grader? Are you smarter than Ben Brust? Are these 5th grade questions?
Yeah.
So asking who the NFL passing touchdown leader is a 5th grade question.
We're on ESPN radio. It's
I
Tom
mean,
Brady.
gosh.
It's not a hard one.
Some
Who's
avid
the first
sports
president of the
fans in
United
5th
States?
grade.
George Washington. Who's the greatest quarterback to ever live? Tom Brady. It's not that hard.
Thank you, Strofe. I'm so sick of these guys who just are critics and don't have solutions and
I'm
just
impressed
complain.
by your showing today. Nice job.
Thank you very much.
It was
15
impressive.
or 15 or 16?
16.
16, 11, and 1?
Yeah, I got to be honest, though. This segment is losing its luster.
Why? Because
You haven't been saying anything stupid. You haven't been losing.
think of better questions.
We've gotten overloaded
So
gift cards right now.
Josh DiMaggio, who used to write these when we were Scalzo and Brust as a program, and he was the producer, he's asked if he can do a substitute day of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust to try and stump me. Are you okay with that?
I'd like more of a collaborative effort, but yes.
Okay.
Dang, you got replaced after 3 games? 3 weeks?
You allow him to win 2
He's
in
like
a row,
he's like a
and
bad
apparently
rookie
everybody's
quarterback.
against you.
Or a bad old quarterback.
He's
who
going to be
you
like
replace by a
Caleb
rookie.
Williams. That's what's going to happen.
That could, for all of our sakes, we'll see. But what we will see is Road America hot with action this summer. I mean, make your plans right now because everyone thinks about, hey, what can I do with my family this summer? Road America is your answer. The fun is at Road America, from the food to the volleyball to the go-karts to corporate events to like everything that they provide before the race is why you have to go there. You have to go there for more than just the race. I love the racing. The 14-mile road course is amazing. I got a ride in IndyCar last year, going around there, seeing and feeling what I love watching on the racetrack, but also knowing that there's a Screamin' Sicilian pizza truck that I'm going to stop and get a nice slice. There's so much to do. You can rent a golf cart, drive around. I used to bring my moped from college to Road America when I went in my college days. Go have fun, affordable family fun. Kids 16 and under are free with a paying adult at the gate, and get your tickets for the NTT IndyCar Series at Road America in June. RoadAmerica.com for tickets. That's RoadAmerica.com. 16, 11, and 1. I'm going to be so annoying until I lose. 16, 11, and 1. Brad, I want you to explain the salary cap to Strofe and I like I didn't win Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
So they are lucky. Those other teams, whether it's Kentucky or whether it's Oregon or was it TCU?
That was TCU.
TCU, they're lucky I didn't play in that game. You got upset by a bad team, TCU.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Ben Brust here from Kyle Brust and Nortman and tell you about the newest spike tee on the market, and that is Hoop Tee. And when I mean that it's the newest and best, it was born on the boardwalk of Ocean City, Maryland, and enjoyed now right here in Madison, Wisconsin. With flavors like an original spike tee. You have peach, you have mango, you have watermelon. Hoop Tee will make you feeling great with whatever flavor fits your profile. Hoop Tee. Enjoy the hoops on the screen and hoops in your hand. HoopTee.com. Must be 21 years or older to enjoy.
Hey, it's Hunter Vaughn. ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see teams making an impact in their community. Nominate your local team today at ESPNMadisonGameChangers.com.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Spring fishing is finally here, and Fleet Farm has everything you need to reel in more fish this year. Upgrade your gear with the best brands like Rapala, Berkeley, and St. Croix. Find exclusive flicker sheds you won't find anywhere else, starting at $12.99. Get rod and reel combos starting at only $24.99. And shop our wide selection of fishing line that starts at just $4.99. Land top fishing gear and everything else you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm.
We shopped at Chalmers because my husband wanted to get me a larger diamond in my engagement ring.
The folks at Chalmers said, well, we could just make it like this and we could do these things. Really just basically decided that there wasn't any place else we wanted to shop.
And not only did they create this new engagement ring for me with this gorgeous center stone, they also rehabbed this other ring, and I am beyond pleased.
Her favorite thing to do now is to walk around and show her hands and have people comment on it.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
What's Vegas Midwest?
Madison, where I went to college, is very fun. You know that, Smalls. You've been there.
It's not Madison.
It's not Madison. Madison is a great college town. You love Madison.
I love Madison. It is not Las Vegas. It is not Central Vegas.
Is there no Central Vegas then?
Unsportsmanlike. Weekdays from 5 to 9 on 100.5 ESPN.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I said I'm going to be annoying as I'm 16-11-1. Ryan chimes in, starts to get annoying. Brother, you're already there. I appreciate the honesty, Ryan. JB and the V, it's not that Benny is smart, it's that the callers are dumb.
Dang.
I mean, independent, Republican, Democrat for the branches of government.
I think everyone thinks they can do better until they're on the spot.
I know.
That's tough.
The light shine bright. That's when I shine.
Lights do shine bright.
That's when I shine. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. If you missed Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust or any of our shows so far, catch it on YouTube, where we're live right now at ESPN Madison, at ESPN Milwaukee, or at WisconsinOnDemand.com. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. He's doing a great job today because Mr. Irrelevant is not till tomorrow.
You're a good producer.
Be ready for a bad show from Strofe tomorrow when he
How
has
did
to
I do
host.
yesterday? Just out of curiosity.
I thought you were solid. I think you were lacking a little bit of energy.
Okay, hold on a minute. I'm done with this.
Why?
Brad, Kyle, ignore Ben for a moment. Do you see a significant drop in my production on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday each week?
Oh man, this is
I'm
we got put on the spot here.
You're a content manager here at Good Karma Brands. Honesty is a core value, Kyle.
You know, Strofe. I'll just say this: there is a. I think last week you talked about how tired you were when you had to multitask. I'm gonna say, hey, listen. What did they say? The crown is heavy to those who have to wear it. Something like that. I mean, so you just learn to adjust, my friend. I commend the fact that you're trying to wear many hats, but I would say you're a little bit more lively Tuesday, Thursday, but who wouldn't be, you know?
Oh, yeah. I can understand how challenging it would be to host a show and produce one.
You guys are so soft.
It's hard. I feel like I'm in the middle of a lover's quarrel right now.
Right.
Don't bring your friends into this.
We just
why can't we talk, Strofe? Why do you got to talk to them? You need validation from them because you know they won't say anything bad about you?
No, I mean, clearly they will, is the issue.
Did we say anything bad?
I don't think so.
I didn't say anything bad at all. I think you're a good producer.
Oh, jeez. Now he's going to add that
You're a
one.
good producer.
All right, Brad.
I said, baby, we got to do more sucking.
I love that one so much.
Good.
That is in reference to his flooded basement, just for the record. Brad, tell Strofe and I, who are the dumbest of us, we don't have MBAs. It's fair. How the salary cap works, because you can dumb it down for us.
All right. It's not quite as simple as I'm going to describe, but this is going to represent like 80 to 90% of how the salary cap in the NFL works. And this matters because we're talking about Jared Goff getting money, Jordan Love getting money. How does that work? Now, guys, 2 words I would use to describe the NFL salary cap. It's real and it's restrictive. People always throw around that like MLB and NBA, like there's wiggle room. There's no wiggle room. Yes, question.
What do you say to the people that they say, like, oh, the salary cap's not real? You start with it's real, but there's a lot of people that think it's not.
It's real.
You can just move money, put it aside, then maybe there's dead cap money, but like you can always seem to make each year work.
Yeah, that's because a lot of restructuring, a lot of pushing into the future. There is some things you can do, but if you are doling out dollars, it will get recognized in some year. And you cannot go over the cap. That's the thing. The NBA, you can go into luxury cap, you can go into second luxury cap. In the NFL, there's a salary cap, and no team will go over. You know what happens if you go over? The NFL will start actively releasing guys from their contracts.
Has that happened?
It's never happened before. Never. That's because no team will allow it.
That's why people
Isn't
say
that
it's
wild?
not real.
It's real because the NFL will start releasing contracts from your team.
Wait a minute. Can you explain this? How that they release contracts just randomly? They'll just take guys off your team.
You're out.
I don't know how they select it. I don't know if it's like the
Punter,
biggest
you're
contract, the
out.
lowest contracts, but they will start canceling contracts if you're over.
That's
why
must
it'll
do
never
happen in
happen.
Madden.
That's what'll never happen. So here's how you have to think about it. You have to think the NFL salary cap like a household budget. Just like a household budget. It's real and it's restrictive. But here's the thing. You have a fixed dollars amount to spend, and everyone makes the same amount. So we all make the same amount of money, just like NFL teams all have the same salary cap. No debt is allowed. The only way that you can spread out money is to spread it out into future years. Like for like a mortgage, for instance. You pay that over time. So like with Jordan Love or Jared Goff, he's not getting $212 million this year. They're spreading that out over time. So fixed dollar amount, everyone makes the same, no debts allowed, and you can only spread things out. Now, here are the best ways to start to describe this as the NFL salary cap like a household budget. Signing an expensive quarterback is like buying an expensive house. One big purchase that gobbles up a lot of your household budget. It's flashy, but you gotta live. Consumes a lot of your budget, and all of a sudden you can't have as much money to go out to eat, to maybe get a nice car, you have to clip some coupons at the grocery store. You have to find other ways to make your money spread out because so much is going into the house. On the flip side, if you have a cheap quarterback, it's like living in an affordable apartment. Kind of maybe a cheap, maybe a run-down apartment. But you can go get a Mercedes-Benz like Ben drives. You can take a nice vacation. You can go shop at Whole Foods. You can do all those things because you can spread out the money elsewhere. Now, here's the big question. Just like in life, like our household budget, our question is, how do I dispense my money in such a way that maximizes my life, that creates a life that I want to live?
AKA a Super Bowl for Kyle Wallace.
Yes. That is what all the teams are asking themselves. How do I dispense my money, my fixed amount of money, so that I can create a Super Bowl championship team? So we are all facing the same question as these NFL GMs. But here's the kicker. Most believe, as this show would believe, that if you have a nice house, that elevates all the rest of your belongings. That car looks a little bit nicer. The food tastes a little bit better. When you have that nice house, it is worth that investment. On the flip side, if you don't have that quarterback, then maybe, you drive the car, but you go home to a crappy apartment. You can go out to Whole Foods, but you're doing it in a crappy kitchen. That is why you tend to pay the quarterback, because it makes everything just a little bit better. But to sum up for a salary cap, if Jordan Love gets signed to $55 million a year, you are taking your household budget and you are saying, okay, all this money is going to this one item. I now need to make do with less everywhere else. One of the reasons why Goody is signing all these young rookies, he probably knows he has to pay the quarterback. So I'm going to make do with all the rest of the positions, try to spread that money out a little bit more thin.
Strofe, how much of that went over your head?
About 42%.
Okay.
What
did you learn?
Do you have? Any questions?
People have budgets.
People have budgets. It's funny. No, it's serious. Like, you don't have a budget?
Not a very strict one, no.
So you don't have a budget?
No, like I cooked up a spreadsheet several months ago.
Oh, you're a dire need, huh? Spreadsheets already?
Have you?
Is it bad that I have a spreadsheet for budgets?
Oh,
not recently, no. Not with the recent life transition.
This is probably when you need it most.
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
But in the same way, Goody takes his spreadsheet of salary cap and actively puts some money towards things, and the only difference is he has to abide by it because those are contracts.
The beautiful part is
you don't got to abide by it. Gobble up as much debt as you want on those credit cards, buddy. A+ analysis by Brad, dropping knowledge out here.
Trying to just make it bottom shelf for all of us out here.
It makes sense. This is why, the broke boys drive the nice, expensive cars, because if you drive the nice, expensive car, what do? You might get the hottest chick out there. And once you get the hottest chick out there, you're happy.
You just hope that...
Is that it?
That's why broke boys drive good, nice cars, so they get all the attention, and hopefully you think that attracts the thing that you want.
But you just...
Higher or lower than an 8.5?
Higher or lower than an 8.5? What does that mean? Does it mean underdog?
Yeah, well, I was like you said, the car gets the girl. Is she above or higher or lower than 8.5? I'm trying my best here.
KBN Nation, you can't pick women on Underdog Fantasy, but you can pick sports. I can tell you that. Whether it's NHL, NBA, NFL, and eventually, but you can definitely pick sports. And listen, the NBA season is in high gear, and I'm telling y'all, there's no easier way to get in on all the action every single day with Underdog Fantasy Sports and their pick'em game. Here's how it works. Listen, you pick between 2 to 5 players. You select higher or lower on those players' stats from 2 different teams. And if your picks hit, guess what? You could win up to 100 times your money. Yes, 100 times your money. With the NBA season in high gear, MLB heating up, this is a perfect time to get in the game and to win money. So I want you to go to your mobile phone and download their easy-to-use mobile app or visit UnderdogFantasy.com, and I want you to use promo code KBN. That's promo code KBN, and they will give you a mystery special pick to use on your first pick'em entry, and they will also give you a nice deposit offer. So I'm telling you right now, use promo code KBN and get your deposit offer. Make sure you also get your mystery special pick and have fun playing the Underdog Fantasy Sports app today. Must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Alex Strove's time to shine. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like, he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Spring fishing is finally here, and Fleet Farm has everything you need to reel in more fish this year. Upgrade your gear with the best brands like Rapala, Berkeley, and St. Croix. Find exclusive flicker sheds you won't find anywhere else, starting at $12.99. Get rod and reel combos starting at only $24.99. And shop our wide selection of fishing line that starts at just $4.99. Land top fishing gear and everything else you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm.
You can drive cutting-edge design. 2024 Audis are on the lot and ready for delivery. You can save $7,500 on select Audi EVs with the AFS EV lease bonus. See dealer for details and exclusions. Eligibility is subject to credit approval through Audi Financial Services. Cannot be combined with national customer credit. Offer expires June 3rd, 2024. Stop in and test drive today. Check out their website to see their current electric vehicle inventory and their monthly specials. The search for your Audi begins at Zimbrick Audi Madison off the Beltline and Rimrock Road. Drive yours today.
Hey, it's Alex Strove. Summer's coming quick. You better celebrate it right with my friends from Door County Distillery. Locally produced, handcrafted, and award-winning spirits made locally in Door County. Talk about classic. How about that green bottle of gin? The multiple-time award-winning single malt whiskey. And when it comes to Door County, you can't leave out the cherry-flavored vodka. Find them all at a retailer near you or check out their website with a huge list of unique cocktail recipes at DoorCountyDistillery.com. That's DoorCountyDistillery.com.
Hi, I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. I've been here for over 4 decades now, and I can tell you here at Goodman's Jewelers, we pride ourselves on high standards, classic traditions, honesty, and integrity. We're a small independent jeweler with a great history, so you'll find us more personal than other big-name jewelers. Find Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
You're probably being overwhelmed with information about semaglutide, the game-changing FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Jim Rutledge here. I was like you. I didn't know what it was until I saw Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. He can walk you through the benefits. He can tell you if it's right for you, and then you could come up with a plan to change your life with a workout plan and semaglutide. With that plan, I dropped from 20% body fat to 10% body fat, and I dropped over 20 pounds of fat and kept my muscle. You can do the same thing. Go see Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health.
The second annual ESPN Madison Open, presented by Coors Light, is coming soon, and you can swing into the fun. Molly Brown here. Join us on Monday, August 5th at Bishops Bay Country Club and help raise money for the Miracle League of Dane County. Purchase a whole sponsorship, and you'll help provide adaptive equipment, uniforms, and a safe, inclusive environment where every child can thrive. Interested? Email ESPN Madison Sales at goodkarmabrands.com. Sponsor a hole, donate, and make dreams come true with the Miracle League of Dane County, because every child deserves the chance to play ball.
Are you ready to start a meaningful career in healthcare? Are you looking for a job that fits your work-life balance? Become a certified direct care professional today and make life better for older adults or people with a disability. WIS Caregiver Careers makes it easy. with free online training plus earn a $500 bonus. See your name on Wisconsin's Certified Direct Care Registry. Sign up today at wiscaregiverscdcp.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
The second annual ESPN Madison Open, presented by Coors Light, is coming soon, and you can swing into the fun. Molly Brown here. Join us on Monday, August 5th at Bishops Bay Country Club and help raise money for the Miracle League of Dane County. Purchase a whole sponsorship, and you'll help provide adaptive equipment, uniforms, and a safe, inclusive environment where every child can thrive. Interested? Email ESPN Madison Sales at goodkarmabrands.com. Sponsor a whole, donate, and make dreams come true with the Miracle League of Dane County, because every child deserves the chance to play ball.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
These are the nights that never die. My father told me.
All have not only a night, but a weekend to remember as you watch the PGA Tour champions, including tournament host and defending champion Steve Stricker at the American Family Insurance Championship when it returns to University Ridge Golf Course June 7th through June 9th. What a weekend it's going to be. Not only do you get a chance to watch these great golfers, you also get a chance to watch a great concert by Train on Friday, June 7th at Breeze Stevens Field. And what I love about this tournament, this concert, everything about this weekend, proceeds will support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Family Children's Hospital. So KBN Nation, I want you to get your tickets today to a great, memorable weekend by visiting amfamchampionship.com. That is amfamchampionship.com to have a great weekend of golf and a great weekend of entertainment at the University Ridge Golf Course coming up June 7th through June 9th.
In radio, our goal's pretty simple.
Just so you know, we really suck.
Have an A show or an F show.
Hey, I'll decide who sucks around here.
The same goes for topics in this next segment. This is the KBN Academy.
Those that can't do, teach.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Ben Brust alongside Packer backer Kyle Wallace, Brainiac Brad, and dumb brain Alex Strofe about to give it his best shot in the KBN Academy.
Away we go, fellas. Let's start with the Run It Back Tour. The NFL announced this morning that the first Monday Night Football game on ESPN will be the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets with quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who, of course, infamously tore his Achilles on Monday Night Football in Week 1.
We don't say, I hate the A word.
Excuse me, the A word. He
Yes.
tore his A word.
Thank you.
He tore his butthole. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe we need something else for
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Achilles. Like
Achilles? What, that,
Achilles.
yeah, isn't that what they said?
Achilles.
Achilles on the
Achilles.
show?
Anyway, I've got the over-under of Aaron Rodgers snaps in Week 1 at 6.5.
Oh my gosh. Look, I just hope it's a whole season. Because the NFL is more entertaining and better when Aaron Rodgers is on a football field, whether it's with Green Bay, the Jets, or whoever. I want to see. I love the NFL. I love the product. I want to see the best players play. I want to know if he's got something left in the tank. He's great for entertainment. He is a great throw of the football. What also is entertainment is the idea that they could make a run and go to the playoffs, make it to the AFC Championship game, and lose, and everyone Packer fan be like, see, we know what this is like. Even just getting to the playoffs for them is a story for the NFL. I love the idea of knowing that Aaron Rodgers is back. He is fun to embrace, whether you like him or don't like him. I want to see him play football.
Yeah, I mean, he's a character, and he's grown into being a character, and I want to see him be healthy all season. I want to see him play in these great matchups. So many games last year, the New York Jets are playing in them, and you were like, man, this game would be great if Rodgers was playing, and he wasn't, and the game stunk. This is a great example of Aaron Rodgers plays for the Jets. This is a marquee matchup. He gets injured, it's a stinker. So give me the marquee matchup every time. I'd like to see Rodgers play.
Oh, my goodness. What a line. You said a disrespectful line for my boy Aaron Rodgers. And yes,
Your
I can
boy?
say my boy. Listen, because we had disagreement, he still is my boy. The one thing that
It's
wins
the longest
Wallace
relationship.
Kyle.
Yeah, it was the longest relationship you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
Outside your family.
And here's the thing. Well, winning cures all. And you know what Jordan Love did? He won. all the hesitation and nervousness I had is all out the window. I'm good here in my household. So I wish for the best for Aaron Rodgers, and I hope he makes it over 6.5 games, and I hope they have a great game as well.
What a wacky 48 hours for the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay, fellas. As Sunday, head coach Sundance Wicks.
Great name.
Yeah, great name. Sundance, Wyoming, a city in Wyoming. He accepted the new men's basketball head coaching job at Wyoming. And earlier this afternoon, the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay announces they have hired Doug Gottlieb as their new men's basketball head coach. He will also continue to do his daily national radio show as the head coach of the Division I program. What do we make of the hire?
Look, for UW Green Bay, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of nice for them to bring in a name to just put UW Green Bay in headlines. But what I will say is the idea that Gottlieb is keeping his radio show is asinine. You talk to any college coach, mid-major, low major, trying to be high major, in the blue blood. And the only way you can find success is to be on 24/7. I've talked to Coach Gard about it. I've talked to other coaches about it. The ever-changing landscape of NIL, you have to recruit high school. You have to recruit your own team every year. You got to make sure they're all happy. You got to recruit the transfer portal. You can't be gone 3 hours of the day. What if somebody needs something? What if a player wants something? What if you need to make a decision on who you're going to bring in, who you're going to go after, what they want? You need to be on all the time. 2 to 5, 3 to 6 Eastern, which will be 2 to 5 when he's doing the show nationally.
Don't watch it. Don't listen.
I hear you.
Something better to listen to.
Right
KBN.
here. You don't have to go anywhere. But my point is it's stupid. It's stupid to allow him to be able to do his radio show. Fine with the hire. Say what you want about it. If you like him, don't like him. I think it's great for UW Green Bay to be on the map, but for him to do his radio show and be able to get that through is stupid.
Would you feel differently if it was just 1 hour a day?
No. I feel 100% of your effort should be put towards the university. If I'm the university, I'm not letting him do that.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, if he was walking away from his radio program, I would still be a bit hesitant because he has zero coaching experience, and he's been in the media for 20 years. But I would have said, you know what? Dude's committed. He's gave up this other life, this known name in media to be a coach. He is committed. Little did I know he's keeping his radio show, making this a mistake and a travesty for everyone involved. His radio show is going to suffer because, guys, we know this isn't just a 3-hour show. There's more before and after this show that goes on continuously to make this good. So his radio show is going to stink now, and the team's likely going to stink because he can't go out there and coach well, recruit well, do the things that it takes to have a college basketball team compete even in the league that the University of Green Bay is in. So
Horizon League.
The Horizon League, which is no slouch. So I think it's a terrible mistake, the fact that he's keeping it.
It's kind of a slouch.
No, it's not a slouch.
Yeah.
The Milwaukee Panthers, home of true
So
home of
this-
the Panthers.
this is a joke.
We like Horizon League.
We like UW Milwaukee.
Yeah, we like Green Bay too.
We do. Here's the thing: this is outside of the box. This is unorthodox, but I like it. It's different. It's weird, but I like it. You know why I like it? It's because Green Bay is UW Green Bay. And as you said, the Horizon League is not a major school, and heck, I don't even know if it's a mid-major. But here's the thing. Guess what? You go to ESPN.com right now, and what do you see? You see Gottlieb heading to Green Bay. You go to JS Online, what do you see? UWGB named radio host Doug Gottlieb as this men's coach. This is making waves for UW Green Bay. And so if the whole point of signing this guy is to be able to have national pool, maybe get more money, maybe help recruit, this is a great move by UW Green Bay because guess what, fellas? They have nothing to lose. All they are a factory for producing good coaches that go on to other places. So might as well maximize and get a guy that has a big name that could potentially bring you a little bit of glory and notoriety. This is an outstanding move by Doug Gottlieb, an outstanding move by UW Green Bay because if it doesn't work, what happens? You find a new coach. I love the move.
I'm shocked by that take by Kyle. I'm okay with it.
A part-time head coach?
No, I just think he's not really liked by many people.
Oh, I don't like Doug Gottlieb.
Okay, there it is.
I mean, listen. I didn't say I like the guy.
Most don't.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Overall, it's a good move for them because here's the thing: people are talking about UW Green Bay. More people know that UW Green Bay hired Doug Gottlieb, and they'll have no idea who Sonny or Sundance Wicker or whatever his name was. Wicks. They have no idea who that is. They have no idea. But if
he wasn't even the most popular Wicks in Wisconsin.
Exactly. If I told Brad that Sundance Wicks got fired or left Green Bay, you'd be like, who? But if I told you Green Bay hired Doug Gottlieb, you'd be like, what?
Is that going to help them in recruiting, though?
I think
we'll find out.
He's well connected, I'm sure, in college basketball. He's coached under Bruce Pearl before for the Maccabee games down in, I think it's the Israel?
Maccabee.
Oh,
my gosh, the Maccabee.
I don't know. I thought I was speaking Israeli.
Just stop. 800-990-3776. I'm going to tell you about somebody from a country of Greece who came here to create a home, and that's Giannis and his brother Thanasis. And Thanasis has been amazing on the podcast, The Thanalysis Show. And you can find that on YouTube. Subscribe to The Thanalysis Show. AJ Dillon just dropped. They had Stephen A. Smith. The live event with Giannis was amazing. That's always great. If you still haven't seen that, I implore you to watch back on YouTube. Subscribe. Get their show wherever you get your podcasts. It's The Thanalysis Show with tons of different guests. It's entertainment. You'll get an inside look at one of the Antetokounmpo brothers that loves being here in the state of Wisconsin. Go to the call or get them on the other side. Let's go to the call. Brian in Lake Mills, you're up.
Hey, scrolling through social media on this whole Gottlieb hire, and have other schools done this where they've begged other coaches to give us a warm story of why you respect Coach Gottlieb, and then they send it off on their social media? It's kind of pathetic. Your guys' take on what's going on.
Thank you for the call, Brian. I think he's referencing that there was a release of people already pre-planned to say how much they're excited about it. That's not anything new, but maybe they went a little extra because we just discussed how Doug isn't the most universally liked. But look, I kind of am in the side of this. It does put UW Green Bay on the map. UW Green Bay is on more headlines than you're going to see UW Green Bay from a sports standpoint. So I guess that's a good thing, but what comes after that, I don't trust. I just don't. 800-990-3776. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. We wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin hour. And man, these shows are going way too fast. Brad has a story about Kyle's email etiquette, and it's so good. Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, and if Doc replicates what Booty did last year, or all I'm saying it.
Come on, guys. His name is Coach Bud.
If he replicates
Coach Booty,
what Coach Bud
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts.
And with your Badger Minute, I'm Alex Gravatt. The Badgers softball team competed in the Big Ten tournament this past weekend where they accomplished something no team has ever done before. The Badgers entered play as the 11 seed and upset 6-seeded Ohio State and 3-seeded Rutgers to make it to the semifinal game, which no 11 seed has ever done before. The Badger season did come to an end at the hands of eventual Big Ten champions Michigan. Freshman Hillary Blumberg set 2 tournament records for Wisconsin: most consecutive games with a home run with 3, and most RBIs in a single tournament game with 5.
Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PalaWI.com.
Experience the rebirth of an American treasure in Oconomowoc. The club at Lac La Belle is open. The redesigned course is one of Wisconsin's finest tracks at the heart of the Wisconsin Golf Trail. Named Best New Wisconsin Course in 2021 by Golf Digest. The club at Lac La Belle is open to the public 7 days a week. Schedule your tee time today at clubatlaclabelle.com. See what everyone is talking about. The club at Lac La Belle is a place to experience over and over again. Go to clubatlaclabelle.com to start your journey.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Transform your home with Ridgetop Exteriors. With over 22 years of service excellence, we specialize in roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutters. Visit us today at ridgetopexteriors.com. That's ridgetopexteriors.com. Find your trusted, local, affordable partner here at Ridgetop Exteriors.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
If you want a fresh twist on surf and turf, look no further than North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Inspired by their time living in the Alaskan Gulf in southern Texas, owners Keith and Aaron brought together unique culinary backgrounds to create a truly authentic American restaurant here in Madison. After expanding to 2 more locations in DeForest and Verona, you can savor smoky, wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood from around the country. Explore their full menu and dining options at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
You've heard them here on the radio. Real James Imaging Systems customers like Brian Bainan, owner of Midwest Rock Tops.
It's almost like they're an owner and they really do care about their businesses they serve. We definitely get a good value from James Imaging, and I'm glad they're a partner with us.
James Imaging Systems customer Sunday Heidemann, facilities coordinator with Nelnet Incorporated.
They're a great team to work with. Being a partner, we can collaborate with each other and we can make the best needs and outcome for our company.
James Imaging Systems customer Kevin Hoffman, owner, president of Event Essentials.
I consider them as an advisor, consultant, business partner, that sort of thing. It's just a good relationship overall.
Have less than a partner, less than a good relationship with your business technology company? Then switch to James Imaging Systems. It's easy to do. Call 920-991-9822 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
The Princeton Club is amazing. Whether it's in New Berlin, in the Milwaukee area, or the locations in Madison. Just know this, it's been huge. Free childcare with your membership. That is such a luxury that you don't get anywhere else. Plus, it's open 24/7. If you're looking for a clean health club, they're the cleanest in Wisconsin. They take care of their club so you have an experience that keeps you coming back. All you need to do is find the courage. And I mean that. Have the courage to go in there, get a tour, and you'll see everything they have to offer. You'll feel the vibe, and you're thinking, you know what, this is for me. They have something for everyone. Weights, cardio, workout classes. They're always making the equipment better, the locker rooms better, because they care about you and your fitness journey. So find your better tomorrow and have the courage to go into the Princeton Club. You're going to love it. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. 800-990-3776. On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Brad Nortman brought something to our attention that I didn't even see. But now that you've it's almost like once you said it, I was like, he does do that. So we have an opportunity that we can't discuss. But we sent out an email through our show group, like everyone was listed on there, and we all had to reply if we were available to do a specific thing. What did I say, Brad?
Yes, we got an email saying, hey, you guys available to do this? It's an awesome opportunity. And Ben just said in. in. Sent back to reply all. I sent back shortly after that, absolutely. Just one word, absolutely.
Did Strofe say anything?
Strofe said something after the fact as part of coordinating the effort to do it. So
good job.
Thanks, man.
You're a good producer.
You're a good producer.
You're a good producer.
But Kyle Wallace has a way of emailing that we have noticed. It is very, very unique. Kyle Wallace said back, "Good morning. I am in. Best. Kyle Wallace."
Why?
Kyle
Why
Wallace
good morning and best?
Has the most, real quick, Kyle Wallace has the most professional emails, even in the most casual email threads. It's one of those things where, like, you guys ever seen the thing on social media where it says, like, let someone know you've been kidnapped without saying that, where they'd be put on alert? It'd be me saying, like, hey, I've just had my 5th straight fast food dinner, whatever. You'd be like, something's wrong.
Yeah, what happened?
If Kyle sent an email saying, what up, boys? Like,
I'm in.
I'm in. What's happening? That should be an alarm going off for all of us. Kyle, you have the most professional emails.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you have to have consistency. You're supposed to be professional. It is not a professional email just to email I'm in. And
no, I didn't even say
that way.
I'm. I just said in.
Yeah, those aren't professional emails. I'm a
Why does it have to be professional?
I'm
Strofe, do you need me to say, hi, KBN Nation and team?
No.
I am
Cut
available
the crap.
for
I don't need the pleasantries.
Thank
Just tell me
you.
whether or
Just
not
tell
you're
me you're
there.
in.
That's not
I
the
don't
way-
need good
that's not
morning.
the
I
way
don't need best. Are you in or are you out?
You're
why
not emailing the CEOs of different companies,
No,
Kyle.
it's
You're
us.
emailing
I'm
us.
sorry that I value you all as much as a CEO.
So
see,
you know
the
what?
difference is you see C-suite, you see people high up, and you want to kiss behind. See, me, I give everybody the respect and the dignity that they deserve by giving them consistency. And then also, we get quizzed a lot on different tests around here from IT. And whenever my team says, hey, did you send this email? I say, does this look like it came from me? Did it say good morning? Did it say good afternoon? Did it say, hey, what are your insert name here?
Stop
Did it say
telling
best at
everyone
the
what
end?
your template is. And
I
then
mean-
now we're going to get fished based off you
The
telling
hackers
everyone how you're
now know.
structuring.
Better check the email. Better make sure it's from me. And so my whole thing is this: is that I consistently give the same thing every single time because that's what I do. You know that it's from me. And also, I treat you all like
Do you have your
professionals.
emails already preset? So in the morning from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. it says good morning and best already in there,
When
and then from 11 to 3 it's good afternoon. Then good evening.
At a previous employer, I did actually set that up. I had more time to actually try to fiddle around with that and do something like that where you can set
You
good
are
morning.
a dork.
When is the demarcation from good morning to good afternoon to good evening?
Right at noon. Actually, it's pretty tough because here's
Disagree.
the thing.
Disagree.
Because here's the thing. At 11,
You've sent us good afternoon at 10:30 a.m. before.
if I did it, it's because I'm probably moving fast. But it's a rarity. Most of the times when I'm looking at the clock and I think about, well, what area code or not area code?
That was my first day.
Where is somebody at based off of this? Is somebody, are they in LA where I work with somebody in LA, or is it, somebody on the East Coast?
You're
So you're
cool.
considering the recipient
Absolutely,
when they receive it?
Absolutely. If I send something to the West Coast and I got to say good morning, but usually after the first one I don't continue to do it. But yeah, after 11:59, good afternoon. After 6 o'clock, good evening.
Don't act like you didn't kiss some Sunday Karma butt to move up the ranks.
I did not. I'm sorry that I was, I fell into being a producer. I don't want to know. I got
Sunday
plugged.
Karma, Craig Karmazin, CEO of Good Karma Brands, produced by Kyle Wallace right here.
Tell him good
You
morning
think-
every
No
time I see him.
coincidence he wasn't
You think when he texted him,
Kissing
he says,
that
good
butt.
morning, Craig.
Yeah.
Are we still on for today at 10 a.m.?
Are we doing our radio show together? You're so professional.
I try to be at all times, man.
Rutledge and Hamilton up next in Madison. A Torilo Tuesday on a Tuesday. Next, right here on 94.5 ESPN.